I need to see a doctor, I think. I wiped out on my skateboard. I wasn't wearing my helmet. My head hurts a little bit. A little road rash.
Okay, a headache, a road rash, still breathing. Basic. Please just take a seat in the waiting room. Thanks.
Eric asked a passing nurse for a painkiller, but when she saw he didn't have an ID wristband, she refused to give him anything. Not long after that, Eric suddenly lost consciousness. A doctor walking by sensed something was wrong and rushed over to check on him, only to find his pulse dangerously weak.
Let's get this guy to acute now!
The doctor noticed Eric's pupils were dilated and immediately suspected a brain hemorrhage, but without an ID wristband, his identity couldn't even be confirmed. The triage nurse arrived to assess the situation. The doctor demanded to know why the patient didn't have a wristband. She admitted she was too busy and never had time to register him. Even worse, Eric had never received a CT scan.
Not without scans to know where the bleed is. They can't just blindly drill into a brain.
But he's gonna be okay, right? Because he said he just had a headache.
Moments later, Eric went into cardiac arrest. The doctors immediately began CPR. They did everything they could, but it was too late. Only then did the triage nurse break down in tears. The doctor stood in silence, devastated, because he had no ID wristband. Eric was never properly admitted, never given even basic treatment. When the doctors finally found him, he was lying there alone, completely unattended. The doctor confronted the triage nurse, asking why Eric was never triaged.
It's my first day. We're so busy. And he seemed okay.
He pointed out that Eric had suffered a head injury, which should have been classified as an emergency. The nurse tried to explain that too many injured patients had come in that day. She thought it was just a simple headache, and didn't mark it as urgent. If that had been recognized in time, Eric would still be alive.
Let's get back to work.
Someone is dead because of her mistake.
She'll always carry that with her.